This is continuing coverage of breaking news, now on Talk of the Town. Stephen Wiggins, the man accused of shooting and killing a Dickson County Sheriff's deputy, is in custody this morning. This is a look from the arrest scene from Sky 5 coming up earlier today. This is actually Stephen Wiggins when he was arrested, as crews continue to process the arrest area. After 2 full days of searching, mad searching, the manhunt for Stephen Wiggins now over, taken into custody in Hickman County on the state line. We have team coverage of his arrest. Let's begin with Matthew Torres, who's live in Dickson County, where officials just gave us an update of how Wiggins was taken into custody. Matthew.
Well, Vicki, there's no doubt this community is now breathing a huge sigh of relief. You know, what's really interesting is this is actually where that command center has been. As you can see, now that he's been caught, all the resources and all of the agencies have left this area with just this Tennessee Federal Fire Chaplain's trailer just being here that's left. But like you said, Vicki, we did just hear from an update from TBI, the Dickson County Sheriff's Office, and THP. It's actually a THP trooper who arrested Stephen Wiggins. His name is Kevin Birch. He was actually traveling down the road on Stinson Road where you saw Blake earlier when he noticed a man matching Wiggins's description. To be specific, he noticed the tattoos. He saw him come out of the woods, and as soon as he did, ordered him to get on the ground. And according to the THP colonel, Stephen then did get on the ground and eventually was taken into custody without incident. Now, we've been trying to hear from officials whether or not Wiggins was armed. They couldn't answer that specifically, but no doubt, judging from what happened today, they do believe that he was on foot this whole time. We are led to believe that this isn't too far exactly from where the deputy was found, shot and killed. This is in the very rural area, as you saw from Blake's live shot earlier. Muddy, very wooded as well. So that just gives you an idea of how difficult it must have been for any of the investigators, any of the search crews to find this man. Wiggins is now being evaluated here at the medical center, not far from this command center, really just across Highway 46. He is expected to then be transferred and booked into the Dickson County Jail. We understand that the Dickson County District Attorney will be seeking the death penalty, which is backing up what the sheriff said earlier in previous press conferences, that they will go for the fullest extent of the law. And of course, once we do get that mugshot, it'll be released soon. But there were many other details that were given to us. Some of them they really couldn't give too much specifics on, just fearing that it may still hamper the investigation. But it was Trooper Kevin Birch, and hopefully we'll get his picture soon to show you guys, that was able to arrest him without incident. According to the Hickman County Sheriff, he looked exhausted. He just went on the ground, complied with everything. Clear with the pictures that you saw of his arrest as well, wearing that clothing. He was behind the THP patrol car. But we'll have much more from the press conference throughout the day on air and online. That's the latest here at the command center. Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Matthew, thanks so much. Right now, Stephen Wiggins is at TriStar Natchez Hospital being treated after being on the run for more than 48 hours. And that's where we find our News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy. Dan, Wiggins could be there for a while.
Yeah, you know, all this is kind of in the same general area, too. We're right down the road from where Matthew Torres was just reporting. And now, Vicki, you're right. All eyes are on Stephen Wiggins here at the hospital, and we are wondering how much longer he could be here. It was just before 8 o'clock this morning that news broke on Twitter and Facebook via the Hickman County Sheriff and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation that he had been captured, and he was already at the hospital, it is our understanding, when news of that broke. So he's going on almost 3 hours here being checked out at TriStar Natchez ER, if that timeline is correct. So he needs to be looked at by the doctors. They say he has injuries consistent with essentially being in the elements for 48 hours. Nothing life-threatening, nothing serious, but they'll load him up into an ambulance, go down Highway 46, drive through Dickson, and eventually to Charlotte, Tennessee, where the jail is located, about a 30-minute drive where he will be booked, mugshotted, fingerprinted a little later today. Blake Rosnowski standing by not far from here where he was captured. Hey, Blake.
Hey there, Dan. Yeah, I'm just about 10 minutes away from you. I'm still in Dickson County, but about a mile down the road here on Stinson Road, here right by Tidwell Branch Road. That is where the scene is. That's where we have seen multiple trooper cars, Metro Nashville Police, Hickman County, Dickson County, people all heading down there to comb the entire area. And that is where that trooper, Kevin Birch, found Stephen Wiggins on the side of the road. And as Dan and Matthew mentioned, he was taken into custody without any trouble. I've been talking to some of the people who have been around here. One of the neighbors who lives right across the street said they have been nervous for the last 3 days, and he was absolutely elated to find out that Stephen Wiggins had been caught. So everyone really breathing a sigh of relief, and this has been the area that they've been searching very heavily for the last few days. So everyone very thankful that he was finally able to be brought into custody, and now he'll soon be charged to the full extent of the law. Vicki, we'll send it back to you.
All right.